Hey guys, it's Muck Speed Mike. Hit that like button, mash that subscribe button for me if you could. That would be awesome. But I'm very excited about today. It's going to be an unboxing. Unboxings are probably my favorite thing to do. Of course, today's sponsor is Sunshine. Why? It went from 8 degrees last week in Red Deer, Alberta to minus 30 with a 37 wind chill, 16 inches or so of snow. We're going to be out plowing later today, especially if it warms up a little bit. So sunshine. I was thinking about the boys of summer. So today's jersey is the Chicago Cubs. Throw that in there as well. Today's sponsor, Sunshine, but also overzealous rappers. Not ludicrous, not 50 Cent, but people who wrap presents. My lovely wife, I bought this item that you see right in front of us here. I bought this item for myself. And I gave it to her for Christmas for her to wrap for me. She wrapped it in 16, 20 different boxes. It was like a babushka. And finally, I got to the bottom and I was able to open it up. So I've lived with it for a couple months now, but I put it back in the box that it came in. So here's how this bad boy comes. It comes from the UK. And what we're looking at here is a Mercedes-AMG Patronus. This one's from 2013. This is the first year that Lewis Hamilton was with the team, but this is what it looks like. It was Grand Prix used. You can see it's got wear on it. It's got markings on the side. Mine is marked with a 2013 to designate the 13 year. But this is what it looks like. This is what it comes in. You'll notice there's no crack here. We'll get to that in a second. This is from F1 Authentics is where you'll find this site. It looks something like this, F1 Authentics. But I want to be able to show you the wheel nut. So there's the wheel nut right there. But we opened it. So check this out. Here it is right here. This is what the box looks like that it comes in. And then it comes in something that looks like this. Super cool, right? So we open it up, we pull it out, and it looks like this. Really nice box. The packaging is nice. You can kind of see how it's set up. And this magnetically flips up. I like the action. It's good action right there. And there it is. There is the wheel nut. But can you see that? Can you see the crack on top there? So, I mean, it didn't really sully the purchase. I really like this. When you open it up and when you check it out, it is very impressive. And of course, you can see on this one, it's got the markings, it's got the 2013, it's got the year, it's been used. This is Grand Prix used. But when I did open it up, there's a crack. So there's a little plastic disc on top here, and that disc is held down by a nut and a screw, but they over tightened it, and so it cracked. Okay. There's also a scuff on the side here. There's a scuff right there. You can see that. Yeah, you can. You can see what it's like outside. Look at all that. Can you see the snow? So there's the scuff right there. And so I messaged F1 Authentics. And after a little while, they got back to me and they said, if you send us this entire thing back to the UK, we will then fix it and send it back to you. And I said, listen, that's a lot of money for you. And maybe it's not, but I don't want to live without this. I don't know about you, but when I get something, I don't necessarily want to send this back to anybody. I'd like to keep this here. So I said, hey, can you just send me the plat? I can live with the scuff that is on the side. I can live with that. But the crack bothers me. Can you just send me a disc? I'll replace my own disc. It's an Allen key. I'm very proficient at working with Allen keys. I put a lot of stuff together. So please, can you just send me a plastic disc? They said, we would rather not. We want you to send it back. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to keep it this way. I'll live with it, but I will definitely put it in my review. They said that's fine with us. So the only hesitation to order from F1 Authentics again would be the fact that when there was something that could be easily remedied, it seemed like they wanted to make it harder than it was. So I didn't appreciate that. So on a scale of 1 to being easy to use, and this isn't cheap either, from 1 to being easy to use, I'd put you in the middle. I don't even know what that is, but I would give them probably about a 6 or a 7 for customer service. You know what? You spend, I'm not gonna lie, you spend about $750 on something like this. You would like to see them be able to just send you a plastic disc. So I'm gonna source somebody locally, I'm sure can make me a little plastic disc that I can then put on there. But that was the only real downside. It is super duper cool. You can kind of see the inside there. You've got the threads. It's obviously been used. It is super neat. Really nice packaging though. When you talk about like what it looks like, it is very nice. I just wish it wasn't cracked or scuffed. And I think that's something that they could have checked before it was sent to me. So there you go. That's the unboxing. That is the Mercedes-AMG Patronus 2013 Grand Prix used red wheel nut in display case. Now, what they don't tell you is whether this was Nico Rosberg or whether this was Lewis Hamilton. I like to think it was Lewis. This is Lewis's first year with the team. So I think that right away kind of gives it a little bit of strength. I kind of like that. So there you go. F1 Authentics. Would I hesitate ordering anything from them? I have, to be honest, I haven't been back on their site because the taste in my mouth is a little sour now. Will I be back? Maybe one day, but I really wish that one person in customer service would have gone the extra mile for me. Hey, maybe after they see this, because I'm going to tag them, maybe after they see this, they'll send me a little plastic wheel nut cover disc thing, and I would not have had to include you in this review. But that is my unboxing of the 2013 mic wheel nut. Anyways, check it out. Mach Speed Mike at Mach Speed Mike. Hit it, mash it. I would appreciate it. Chicago Cubs baseball coming back, getting ready to golf. Of course, up here in the north, we haven't been doing that stuff, but I know anywhere else in the world where it's nice, you have been doing that stuff. Have a great night.